Good morning. So I'm back with you all, children. I hope you had a wonderful sleep last night. Well, discussing the composition, last time I had given you some tips on writing composition. That was general. Today I'm going to give you tips how to write descriptive or narrative composition. For ISC and ICSC, you have different kinds of composition. You have to select one. Suppose your choice is descriptive or narrative. In that case, remember to uh, to start with six S's. That is just make six S's list, okay, in your mind or in your rough paper. Now, for what is the first S? The first S is scene, SCENE, scene or event. The second S is senses. Senses like sight, smell, taste, touch, hearing, feeling. Then the third S is start with the general and proceed to the specific. Fourth is simple literary devices. Remember that devices such as similes, metaphors, personification, etc., these make your language very interesting and readable. Fifth is significant language. And sixth is simple but interesting. Now, in one of the compositions for ICSC, the question was, looking back at the last 10 years of your life, describe the events that have been significant in shaping your personality. Well, to begin with, the first S, okay? As remember that six S's. The first S is, remember, scene or event. So you can start with the events. Events of the past foretell the future, sometimes giving new direction to our life altogether. The humiliating experience of being thrown out of a train compartment because of his color strengthened Mahatma Gandhi's resolve to fight the British. The rest, as we all know, is history. Thus, often unseemly incidents and experiences influence our life and personality. Now, this is the introduction. Now, that was the event that happened to Mahatma Gandhi. Now, how to connect that with the event of your own life? Then, the second paragraph you can start, because the second S is the senses. No, now let us bring senses into play. Okay, we begin. Events of the past when I was studying in class 7 have left an indelible mark on my heart and soul. That day I had gone to school on my brand new Hero cycle. I had embellished this first worldly possession of mine with new seat cover, chain cover, rear mirror, seat, belt, bell, etc., in my characteristic flamboyant style. I parked the cycle in the cycle stand to the envy of my friends. After the school got over, I went to the cycle stand to collect my cycle, but there was no trace of it. My heart skipped a beat as I looked around furtively, but it had just vanished into the thin air. I lodged a complaint with the school authorities, who in turn called the police. But all in vain. I was reprimanded by all, including my parents, for not having locked the cycle while parking. Since then, I have learned the lesson of being careful and cautious. Gone was my flamboyancy, making me more careful and cautious. Now we come to the second incident. The other incident happened about 2 years ago when I fell severely ill. I was running high fever for nearly a month, which the doctors were unable to diagnose. All tests for malaria, typhoid, and jaundice failed. The long hours of solitude in the hospital made me restless and ill tempered. My mother consoled me and prayed for me. By the grace of God, I began to improve gradually. Her prayers and ardent faith in God gave me new insight into my life. I found myself praying, and that is a thing that I had never done before. Within a few days, I recovered from the mysterious disease, which was later diagnosed to be meningitis. The days spent in the hospital were the most horrifying ones. The pain, suffering, and solitude had made my life very miserable. I was, however, able to bear it all because of my newfound faith in God. So, these two incidents were the milestones in the last 10 years of my life, which profoundly influenced my personality, making me more sober, cautious, humble, and God fearing. Thank you.